We will highlight the foods that feed you good, healthy nutrients and get you to be aware of the poisonous foods that make you ill, at least get you to start to avoid inflammatory foods. Let us put all the nutrition facts together in this presentation. Let us unpack some of the myths and focus on the facts and, more importantly, how we can organize our lifestyle and food consumption for the better. This will then lead us to better health. The definition of nutrition is food or nourishment. What is nutrition? It is what the body needs and uses to survive. It gives the body its energy. It feeds its engine. If you ignore or place a low priority on the nutrition that you put into your body, then you are really planning to get sick or invite some sort of illness. It's like forgetting to put petrol in your car or putting low quality or complete rubbish in your gas tank. The car will suffer and not work correctly, or could stop entirely. It is well known that people with healthy eating patterns live longer and are at a lower risk of serious health problems, such as heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. This is based on the blue zones, where we observe people living the longest in these areas where they eat good food. Look up the blue zones for further information on this subject, as it is beyond the scope of this talk. Top nutrition facts most people seem to agree on. There is a lot of controversy in nutrition, and it often seems like people can't agree on anything. That is why there are so many diets out there, and it is clear that one diet does not fit all of us. So while there is not one diet to fit all people, there are some clear points that we seem to agree on, whether we like it or not. These are: added sugar is a disaster and is clearly not healthy for you. Omega-3 fats are crucial, and most people don't get enough of them. There is no single perfect diet that fits everyone. Artificial trans fats are very unhealthy, just to name a few. To be more specific in taking in nutrition, we should say the taking in of food or fluids and converting them into energy and other vital nutrients required for life. Nutrition and nutrients. If nutrition is food or fluid nourishment, then what are nutrients? Nutrients are the different types of nutrition. Humans utilize nutrients. The main nutrients are carbohydrates, fat, protein, vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Water is also a nutrient. What is the difference between nutrition and nutrients? Nutrition is the study of food or nourishment, whereas nutrients are the individual elements or types which we will go through now. Here is a list of the main nutrients for the human body. What are the types of nutrients? Carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, dietary fiber, and water. Here are more details. So there's fats, there's carbohydrates, there's protein, and when we talk about minerals, we have them such as iron, magnesium, phosphorus, zinc, sodium, potassium, calcium, selenium, iodine, cobalamin, manganese, and then there's the essential vitamins such as vitamin C, D, A, E, K, and B. And again, not to forget fiber and water. Nutrition is a critical part of health and development. What do we get with better nutrition? Number one, improved infant, child, and maternal health. Number two, stronger immune systems. Number three, safer pregnancy and childbirth. Number four, lower risk of diseases. Water is probably the most important essential nutrient that a person needs. A person can only survive a few days without consuming water. Even slight dehydration can cause headaches and impaired physical and mental functioning. The human body is made up of mostly water, and every cell requires water to function. While water is a critical nutrient, you do not only get water from drinking it. This is because you also acquire water from natural foods like fruit and vegetables. Just try it for a day or so. That is to say that if you have a high fruit intake, then you will notice that you have less of a thirst. It doesn't mean that you must stop drinking water or cut it down. It is just good to be aware that when you do consume raw foods such as fruit, then your demand for water diminishes. How does poor nutrition affect us? Being overweight or obese, tooth decay, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease and stroke, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, and some cancers. Poor nutrition causes inflammation in the body. This comes about when we eat bad foods that cause high levels of acidity, i.e. sugar, processed foods, etc. Foods that do not have any nutrients in them and insufficient or no fiber. When your body receives these foods, it considers them as poison and therefore will cause inflammation in various areas of the body if it cannot get rid of them fast enough. The Medical Society has gone to great lengths to name all different kinds of diseases, but it really is just areas of the body that have become inflamed due to bad nutrition, or to put it bluntly, by you feeding it poor nutrition. Let's look at some foods that you feed yourself that are seen as poison by the body. Foods or additives, any unnatural food colorant or flavoring. These are poison. Nitrates are often found in processed foods, especially found in processed meats, known as mini meats and cheeses. These are direct inflammatory compounds. Sugar is another inflammatory food. Then fried foods with vegetable oils. They also use white flour at the same time as using vegetable oil, which hits you as a double whammy. This is when you have crumbed fried foods. The fact that white flour has been stripped of all its nutrition is just a cherry on top, to make sure that it really is rubbish food. Oh, and also there is no fiber in that type of food, which leads to more problems in your gut. So no nutrition, no fiber, and all that is left is the white flour, which in itself is a sugar. This causes a spike in your insulin and provides you with inflammation. What a pleasant food that is. These are the facts, the nutrition facts, and you need to know them and understand them. Understand them so that when you eat them, you should expect your body to become ill in some way. This will be your body trying to get rid of the poison that people still consider as food. This is what happens when you just keep on giving yourself bad nutrients. Man eats processed food. The body becomes overwhelmed with processed food and needs to get rid of it. That is to say that it cannot get rid of it fast enough as the digestive tract has slowed down due to, you guessed it, processed food and little to no fiber. The body cannot get rid of the bad food, so it tries to get rid of it via the lymphatic system. The skin is the largest part of the lymphatic system. So we would typically observe skin issues of some sort. These could be rashes, pimples, sores, I'm generalizing here, but just wanted to get the concept over to you that the body causes these diseases not to make you ill, but to get rid of the toxins that you feed it. The body can also get rid of poison via mucus, through colds, coughs, and flu. Diarrhea is another way of the body to clean itself. You then think that you are ill, and it's to the doctor for some help. Unfortunately, in most cases, you just get prescribed medication, which is yet another poison for your body to now have to deal with. These medications are designed to suppress the symptoms instead of cleaning out the body. So you now have a catch-22 situation where you feed poison to clean up the poison. You end up flat on your back, sick, and people wonder why they get sick. So what is the take home here? Don't eat inflammatory foods unless you want to experiment with your body to see how it handles inflammation. The point is, no matter what diet you are on, ensure that you are getting plenty of fluids, fruit and vegetables, and with that, lots of fiber. In that way, you at the very least have a free-flowing digestive system. That is to say, one that is regular. Once you have this free-flowing system, you will naturally be feeding it with good nutrition. Fruits and vegetables are the key to nutrients. I'm not knocking meat or grains here. It's up to you where you want to get your proteins from. I just need you to recognize the digestive system needs free-flowing nutrients to be regular and healthy. Only you can decide how much meat, grains, or sugars that you put into you. But armed with this information, you can then trial and error and cut back on the inflammatory foods and therefore keep yourself from getting sick. At the very least, you will know what to do when you do get ill. Your gut is where 60 to 70% of your immune system lives. So if you want to fix someone's health, you need to make sure that they have their gut in order. Keep the good bacteria going in the large intestine. This is essential. See the gut health and digestive system video to get more on the bacteria and fiber in the gut. That is to say, the large intestine. I hope that this put things into perspective and that you have a better understanding of what you can do to treat yourself in the future by using better nutrition for your body. If you like this content, then please hit the subscribe button. I wish you all great health. Until next time, best regards from Lots of Health.